Hi, Happy New Year, and I have a couple of drills for everybody to practice if you can in the back garden, or if you have a mat, something like this, where you can practice away on swinging and making good repetition when you possibly can. So the drills I'm talking about here are going through a routine of rotation exercises, making some practice swings, and then getting to some shots. So the rotation exercise I'm talking about is initially, the first one is pop the club up to your shoulders, and I'll add in a bit more detail about this exercise in a bit. Little tilt to your right for right-hand golfers, and do the opposite then for left. And from here now we're going to rotate, get into your posture as you would normally, rotating 90 degrees to your right, and from here then feel your hips rotating fully onto your left side. And we're going to repeat this one 5 times. And the whole object of this exercise is rotation, but turning the hips fully onto your left side. And when you're doing this, then try and feel nice and balanced and solid on your left side. Again, you can add in a bit of speed if you want, and just be aware of keeping that balance. The next one then is a hip turn exercise. Again, this is setting up nice and straight. Bend the knees, get into your golf posture. So you're going to rotate about 45 degrees, or a small turn to your right. And again, from here, rotating fully onto your left side. So again, 5 of these, small little turn, all the way onto your left side, exactly. And keep going. And again, the same balance here is finishing nice and balanced onto your left side. When it comes to the swing drill, we have a couple of things here. At the head cover, you can put this down by the toe of the club here, and I have the ball behind the rubber tee. So if you don't have a net, or you have a net at home, the purpose for the ball behind the rubber tee is to work on your takeaway. So with all set up, always rebuild your grip, so keep the habit of making a good grip. Rebuild your grip, setting up as you would normally with whatever club you have in your hand. Hands ahead, a little bit of weight to your right side. Nice good posture. From here then, left arm pushing the ball back, hitting and finishing balance onto your left side. So you can repeat that 5 times. Now, if you're not hitting the tee full on, what I'd recommend is putting the head cover by the toe of the club. And in a different clip I can show you there in a bit what we're doing with this one. So the purpose with this is, if you have a swing that's slightly off when you're hitting the rubber tee, or you can use a plastic tee or a wooden tee, whatever you have. You can use, it doesn't necessarily have to be a head cover, it can be a toe too. So if you have a swing that's slightly off when hitting, you tip the head cover. So I'm putting the head cover quite close to the toe. So if you went at that again, and the adjustment I'm making here with this drill is that my takeaway is, as I take the club away, or push the club away from the rubber tee. Yeah, oh, nice and sit up there again. Just about 6 inches behind, nicely done. So as I push that ball away, nice and straight takeaway, lovely. Here then, as I'm going to strike, I'm going to feel my hands are a little closer to my body as I hit, so I won't hit the head cover. Now it's just a marginal piece, it doesn't have to be hugely felt, but it's just going through the process of making a swing as you hit, hitting the tee and finishing nice and balanced onto your left side. So repeating that activity 5 times. And follow up then with the last one is that you can put the ball ahead of the rubber tee, or depending on what you have on your mat, you have rubber tee, or you can use an extra ball. And now we're going to be hitting the ball into the net, and the goal here is a timing sequence drill. So you'd make a backswing, pausing 1, 2, 3, and hitting and finishing nice and balanced onto your left side. So we're going to repeat that drill 5 times. So the goal here would be clipping the rubber tee on the way back and hitting the rubber tee on the way down. But it's just the golf ball is just pushing the ball away, that drill, where the ball is behind the ball, you're just pushing away, hitting and finishing. And it's just handy with this rubber tee here, nicely set up. Off we go again, hit and push, rubber tee, yep. 1, 2, 3. And if you're hitting the rubber tee on the way down, it's a good chance that your swing path is on track. So a lot of these drills in particular on swinging is to help with keeping your swing path nice and accurate. And that drill about pausing is to do with the timing of the movements. Meaning is that you'd make a backswing, we'd like to get the hips going first, and then swing, hitting, and finishing balance. So putting all that together then, as we're doing here, is just make a swing, 1, 2, 3, turning, hitting, and finishing nice and balanced onto your left side. So with all those, you're repeating good movements frequently enough. So a quick recap. First exercise is the full body exercise, which is come up to your shoulders, back to target, turning fully onto your left side. The next is the hip turn exercise. Small little turn to your right, turning fully onto your left side, 5 of those. Then the practice swing you described was either putting the ball behind the rubber tee, pushing the ball away, hitting and finishing, 5 of those, and then hitting 5 shots where you might put the ball in front of a rubber tee, or you can put a ball behind the ball, setting up and just pushing the rubber tee the way back, hitting the rubber tee and the ball on the way through to help with your swing path accuracy. And if you're a little off, then using a head cover, pop it down by the toe of the club, and that'll give you more feedback than if your swing path is a little off or how it goes. Anyway, I'm out of breath. That's my wonderful swing tip for 2021, particularly since lockdown's with us for the next 4 weeks. And importantly, just keep swinging, keep doing what you can, and we get back playing golf in February. Until then, John Dooley, thank you.